Hi kiddos, it's Mrs. Gershon here. Today we're going to be talking about contractions. And a contraction is where you're taking two words and you are putting them together to make the word a little bit shortened. People oftentimes use this when they're speaking and also when they're writing. Now the tricky part this week isn't going to be so much knowing what the words mean. I think you'll pretty much be able to understand all of the words. But when you're spelling them, it's where is the apostrophe going to be going. And I'm going to circle an apostrophe in this first column in our word can't. So you're going to have to be able to place the apostrophe correctly. And oftentimes, students have a hard time remembering where to place that apostrophe. So really do some studying with that this week. So let's go ahead and go through our words. We have the two words, I am. And your I is always capitalized when it stands alone. Then you have can't, it's, didn't, do not, I'll, that is, wasn't, it is, he's. Second column, cannot, that's, I'm, don't, was not, he is, did not, I will, is not, and isn't. Now you're going to have three columns this week when you're sorting your words. So one of the columns you have is the column is. So when you are using another word with is, like that is here in the first column, you are keeping that first word that as it is. So if you want to shorten that, instead of saying that is, you could say that's. So you're going to put your apostrophe S there. You have a couple of words this week that have the word is attached to them. Like it is going to be changed to it's. And then you also have like he is, he's. So really, when you're sorting this week, you're going to be matching up those two words to their contraction. So that's one of our columns. I'm going to switch colors here. Another column is not. So there are often times when not is attached to a word, you can actually shorten it by turning it into a contraction. One of the words in our first column would be the word didn't. I'll circle that here. Didn't is attached to did not. So you would spell it D-I-D-N apostrophe T. That's a tricky one because the apostrophe actually separates the not here, the N apostrophe T. So be careful with your words that you're sorting that have the word not attached to them. The N is actually getting attached to the word. Again, like in the word was not, wasn't, you can see the N is attached to was, apostrophe T. And then like in the words do not, don't also has the N attached to the word do, apostrophe T. So be careful with those this week. You also have a couple other ones that are with the word I, and I'll write those over here. I am. You would say I'm. And then I will, you would say I'll. So those are a little bit different. They don't have the word is or not attached to them. They have am and will attached to them. So this week you're really going to be studying where those apostrophe goes and matching your two words with a contraction to make it shorter. Even try using these maybe in writing this week. Are there two words that you know that you can put together to make a contraction to shorten the word? One of the toughest words I will say is the word it's. It's, when you have an apostrophe, has to stand for it is. Some people use the word it's incorrectly, like you're saying Or talking about a pet, you would say its name is Freddie, but it's wouldn't have an apostrophe in it because you're not saying it is. You're just saying it's. It's like a thing. You only use an apostrophe S in its when you are using it in a sentence. It is. So you have to really be paying attention to that with your contraction its. So be careful with that this week also. Alright, if you have any questions, please raise your hand and ask a teacher. It's time to grab your scissors and happy sorting.